Yeah. Good evening, Dharani. How are you?
Good evening, ma'am. I'm fine. What about you, ma'am?
Good, good. Seeing you after a long time.
Yeah.
So, Govardhan, what is your aspiration? What is your dream?
I want to become an aerospace engineer.
Aerospace. Oh, so we have a special guest today who may throw some light on that. Okay. Mm. But what subject have you taken right now?
Right now, I'm into mechanics.
Mechanical. Okay. Hmm. But job-wise, that's what you want to get into.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay, okay. Dharani, how are things?
Going great, ma'am.
So, what's happening currently? You have an internship, or what is happening? I've lost touch with.
Uh, yes, ma'am. I have recently completed internship at HITL. Right now, I'm concentrating on aptitude and technical rounds.
Okay,
And one more thing, ma'am. In PwC company, I cracked aptitude round and coding round, and the last round is there, ma'am.
excellent.
So it is in
Congratulations.
4-1. Yeah. Yeah.
So, Mr. Deepak is mentoring you?
Yes, ma'am. I'm taking guidance from people.
Okay, okay. So, when will your placements happen?
Ma'am, actually, two rounds are completed in 3-2, and the next round is happen on 4-1, I guess, after 2 months, because semester going on right now.
Okay, okay. Good evening, Niranjan.
Good evening, ma'am.
How are you?
It's not fine. Busy with college.
Yeah.
I'm at the end of the semester,
Okay, okay.
so
So I
now I'm
heard
finishing.
you want to again look for a better placement than what you've got now.
Yes, ma'am. That is sure.
Yes.
I'll
Yeah.
try, ma'am. I'll try my best.
Yeah, of course. Why not? Why not have this, whatever you have on hand, and keep trying for better.
Yes, ma'am.
So, what happens in college itself? There'll be another round of this one placement, or you'll have to look elsewhere outside.
No, ma'am. We have to look outside only because college has some rules. Once you got placed in some company, you can't apply to other companies.
Correct, 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 correct. Yeah, yeah. So, are you in touch with Mr. Deepak or anybody else?
Yes, ma'am. I'm in touch with Deepak sir.
Okay, okay. See, he's also handling lot of students, and you people have to be proactive. And whenever you need help, you need any suggestions, whatever, talk to him. And even if you're feeling a little down and you're feeling lost, you can reach out to us anytime. Okay, you don't have to wait for these meetings. We've always told you we are available, isn't it?
So,
Good evening, Devamma. How are you?
Good evening, ma'am. I'm fine. How are
So,
you, ma'am?
yeah, I'm great. So I hear your internship is going on very well. You're doing a lot of things.
Yes, ma'am.
And what about other internships other than the social internship? Anywhere else you have applied? What else is happening?
Yes, ma'am. I have applied for one.
Mm-hmm.
Still now, yeah, I haven't received any mails yet.
Yeah. Uh, and here I hear from Mr. Deepak, you're constantly sitting with him and working out things, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Excellent, excellent. See,
Thank you.
you have to be action takers, only then you will see any kind of result. Okay. So I have some new students I see here. Bhargavi, good evening. How are you?
Hi, ma'am. I'm good. How are you?
Good, good. So you are from Shifting Orbits?
Yes, ma'am. From Shifting Orbits.
Okay. Can you just introduce yourself, please, and also switch on your camera so that we can see you? Niranjan,
Ma'am,
take one
there's no
screenshot
power.
of this sheet, please. Huh? Yeah, go ahead.
There's no there's no power here.
Okay,
So,
go ahead and introduce yourself.
yeah. Hello, everyone. I am Bhargavi. Currently, I am studying BSc Psychology at Jyoti Nivas in Bangalore, and I am from Shifting Orbits, first year, second sem. I'm writing my final sem exam.
Okay, great. So, what is your dream and aspiration, Bhargavi?
I want to become industrial and organizational psychologist in an MNC. Mostly Wipro is what I'm aiming for.
Oh, excellent, excellent. So, keep in touch. Send me a personal message, okay? So you once you're added to the group, you will know, you'll get to know us better. And especially for your field, I think there are a lot of expert help that we can give you.
Oh, thank you, ma'am. I would love to take it.
Yeah, sure. Great. So, good evening, Bhavani. Can you just introduce yourself, please? Akshata?
Hi, ma'am. Good evening. How are you?
Yeah, good evening. Tell me a little bit about yourself, Bhavani. Quickly, so before we just go to the topic, three more people are there.
I'm currently pursuing BTech final year and fourth semester, ma'am, and trying to reach out the internship opportunities
Okay, great, great. We're there to help
and
you.
learning
Yes. Go ahead, go ahead. You were saying something.
learning web development, ma'am.
Okay, okay, great. All the best. Akshata, go ahead, introduce yourself.
Good evening, ma'am. Myself Akshita, and doing my BSc in triple majors, psychology, journalism, and computer science in Jyotinivas College, Kormangla. And I'm currently writing my second semester exams, so it'll be ending like this week. Then I'll be second year. Yeah.
Okay, so any aspiration, dreams?
Yeah, like I'm aspiring to become an psychologist, like business analyst, which compares and contracts between this business and psychology. So I'm interested in both psychology and business. Yeah.
Okay, great, excellent. Sanvi, good evening. Sanvi, Pavan, and Bhargavi. Just one line from each one of you because we don't
Good
want to
evening,
waste time. Yes, go ahead, Sanvi.
ma'am. Myself Sanvi. I'm currently studying BTech Computer Science first year one
From?
from Gulbarga.
Oh, okay,
B2.
Gulbarga. Huh. So you're also NRIVS shifting orbit student?
No, ma'am.
You're not. Okay, fine. Then who else was remaining? Pavan?
Yes, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am. I'm Pawan, studying first year BCom at New Horizon College, and I am part of Shifting Orbits Foundation.
Mm-hmm.
I love acting, and I'm a CA aspirant.
Okay.
I also want to start my own startup, a new startup. So this is all about me.
Okay. Before CA aspirant, what did you say?
I'm an actor, ma'am.
Oh, okay, okay. Lovely, lovely. Lot of opportunities for you guys, man. Now OTT is full of so many new serials and movies and all.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, excellent. Okay, I think one more person, Shravant.
Hello, ma'am.
Good evening.
Yes, ma'am. Myself, I'm Shravan Kumar, doing my B Aeronautical Engineering in VJC College.
Okay, so any dreams and aspirations, Shravant?
So I want to become a pilot.
Wow, awesome, awesome. Excellent. Thank you everyone for joining today. And many of you are new, so you may not know more about this course, if I can call it. Actually, we don't call it a course, isn't it? This is much more than a course. We call it the future ready revolution. That is what we call it. Because it's not just teaching you some things, but it's taking you to a different world, opening up opportunities for you, help you to become the best versions of yourselves. And also, it's not just about getting a job or good job, it's about becoming leaders. So, good evening, everyone. Thank you for taking time and joining us today. So, there's a lot of things that's in the offering today and many more days to come. So, all we want you to do is be there, be regular, be consistent, just follow the system, whatever we are asking you to do. I know, I understand all of you are busy with many things. I'm glad you've taken this opportunity to come into our universe and to learn from us. Let's do this journey together and then help you to reach your goals. Okay. So just a little bit of background of just to tell you what we do, who we are. Okay. See, why we started this is because our education system is broken. It's not offering what students require, what they need in this real world. That is where this journey began, a future ready hub, wherein we want to prepare you for the future, for the real world. You all will know that all our the curriculum, whatever is happening in colleges, it's all, many things are outdated. Yes, of course, if you go to the best of colleges, I would say the core is still there, but there are a lot of things where they have to improve upon. Students are generally designed to become obedient workers and not thinkers. They ask you to do something, you do it. You don't think for yourself. You're not given opportunity to voice your opinion. You're not allowed to come up with ideas, because that's the way the system has been created for years and years. It's all about a mass production mindset and same path for everyone. And what happens is, as even when we are children, we don't think much, we just do. We are doers, we are not thinkers. Our parents ask us to do something, then we do it. Then afterwards, the professors, the college, then afterwards, you'll just look around. You have this peer pressure, your friends are doing something, you will do. But are you sitting and thinking, what am I made of? What is my strength? What do I want in life? So this is where you will explore that so that you can become the best version of yourself. And today's world, it's changing so much. It's not like how it was earlier, isn't it? You become a doctor, you become an engineer, you get a job, you get a government job, you stay in that job forever, and then you retire from that place. No, it's not like that. Just becoming an influencer, you can you can earn millions, you can influence people, you can change different paths, isn't it? So you must have seen even PM is calling and meeting up with gamers and influencers. Just imagine the impact these people are having. So if you are creative and if you are part of the technology, then you will land in different place. And we all know there's a lot of rote learning that's happening in the schools and colleges, and there's not much of real learning. That is where we focus. It's not just memorizing facts, but mastering concepts and more focus on problem solving and creativity. And it's not exam centric at all, but it is life centric. And you'll be surprised to see that some of the students who are here are doing this 90-day hackathon, as we call it, for the third time. Why are they doing it again and again and again? Why are they coming back to the same place again and again? Because learning doesn't stop. And we believe in innovating. We don't say, okay, this is what you have to do, after that this, after that. No, we just keep listening to the students. We keep talking to the students. What is it that they require? What is it that they need? Where do they need help? And we keep constantly innovating. And like I said, focus is not on marks, it's on skills. And students are not judged by whatever core assignments you may have done, but only because of your potential. I've interviewed students who've cracked jobs and got 21 LPA, 19 LPA and all that. And when I spoke to them, I was asking them, how much time have you given to this course or this journey, if you can call it? I've not heard of anyone spending more than 60% of their time. And the next question I asked them was, do you think you would have been in a different place altogether if you had spent more time other than 60%? And what I heard was, yes, absolutely. So that is why you see people revisiting again and again, because there's always something new that we offer. And core life skills like basic things, communication, confidence, emotional intelligence, all these things are ignored, but we want to focus on that. So, our mission, as you know, it's not just about getting you placed in a good place, but we aim for purpose and passion. Because I see, I am working like this relentlessly from morning till night. Why am I doing this? Because I love what I'm doing. This is my passion, this is my mission. So I want you people, and believe me, I've discovered this over a period of time, my passion and my mission. I want you people to discover it right away when you are in the starting of your career journey so that you can do something you love to do. It's not just getting a job, getting money. No, I want you to do something you enjoy doing. So the goal is transformation, not transaction. Job is a milestone, not the mission. So it's not okay, you just get a job. No, it's not that. We have a higher purpose. And you're not here to be replaceable. So you have to upskill yourself and make yourself, prepare yourself in such a way that you will not be replaced wherever you go. And it's not just about building resumes for you, it's about building resilience. I want to hear from one of you now because before I keep ranting. So when I'm talking about resilience, I want to hear one line from each one of the old students. What do you think has shifted or changed after you have come here to this universe, to our universe? Either you can type or you can unmute yourself. Just one line. What change do you see?
Fluency.
Yes, go ahead.
Fluency.
Okay. Okay. Anybody else?
Confidence.
Confidence.
Confidence, ma'am.
Yes. Then?
Initiation, ma'am. In every
Yeah.
situation, taking the first step.
Yes. Great. Action
Able
taken.
to convey our thoughts.
Yes. You are coherent. You're able to convey your thoughts. Yes. Anything else? So, what you said is just one bit of what kind of transformation you may have seen. There's a lot of inner confidence, not just outer qualifications. And I can see that your stories are being built where you can see the transformation, we can see the transformation in you. And another thing I want to tell you is rejections will come. Now, I know that many of you have started applying, you've not got jobs still. Some of you have got paid internships. Some of you are still struggling with internships. But let me tell you, at the end of the day, all of you will get what you want. All of you will get what you deserve. It's just a matter of time. So you need to handle rejection and understand that this is a learning. And our dream for you is not to become just average students, but extraordinary leaders. And I have been seeing you people, especially the old students, how you have transformed and changed, and we can see a leader within you. How you're taking action, how you're coming forward, you're being proactive, you're taking up responsibilities for yourself, for us. So there is so much of change that we can see within you people. And it's not just, it's about being perfect, it's about being prepared. Because I feel you'll never attain perfection. I am constantly learning. Even now I'm learning. So today's session, I just wanted this to be different so that you understand, and you have come to me again and again and again. I have to teach you something new. It has to be extraordinary. It's out of the world. So I put in so much thought to why are we doing this? What is this whole thing? So the power of why. I want you people to understand the power of why. In the book reading session, we have done this book, Simon Sinek's The Power of Why. How many of you have attended this and read the whole book? Anyone here? At least few sessions, some of you have attended book reading session?
Ma'am, I haven't attended the sessions, but I have read that book.
You've
Like
read
little
the book.
bit.
Yeah. Anybody else? We have a 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. book reading session every day other than Saturday and Sunday, and we pick up new books, different books, and this is one amazing book. If you have not yet read it, I want you to grab a copy and start reading it, or when we do the reading, you must join, you mustn't miss out. So most of you know that you have to get a job. The next goal is, yes, I have to get a job. Some of you know how to get this job. Okay. I'm sure only few know why you want this. Other than the superficial, yes, I want some money, I want stability. Other than that, why do you want that particular job, that particular company? You're still trying to understand, trying to discern, make up your mind and try to understand yourself. And when that correct fit happens, wherein you get into a place where you are a right fit, then you will see magic happening. So what we want to help you is the first few days is for you to get clarity about yourself, about the path. Okay. And then we are there to help you with your decisions, and we are always motivating you, pushing you so that you are an action taker, and you don't become complacent, and also don't believe that this is enough for me. For example, Niranjan is one such person. He's got a good job, but he doesn't want to stop there. He wants to aim for something more. So that is what we want you to believe in yourself. Okay. So we want to help you with your discipline and your energy. And I want all of you to become storytellers. When you are talking, people should listen. See, only then you will be able to crack interview, not just that, and wherever you go, leave a mark. Okay. When you're networking, when you talk to people, that is what we want you to become. And unstoppable, especially pertaining to your purpose. I'll quickly run through this. Our guest will arrive in another, or is he here? No, not yet. He'll come quickly. 8 o'clock, I've asked him to come. And I'm sure all of you know the status right now. Low employability rates, okay? And 80% of engineers are not job ready. They don't have the academic knowledge that's required and the workplace skills that is required. Companies are hiring for communication, not just for coding. You have to sell yourself. You should impress. You should inspire people. Only then you will be placed wherever you want to. Don't look at, okay, just marks. Yes, of course, that's important. See, for example, things like coding. Now AI is doing. So communication is something for quite some time now, until something is discovered or invented. I think communication, especially oral communication, nobody will be able to replace it. We have to tell our own stories. We have to impress by talking. So that's not going to go anywhere. So you have to hone that skill. Okay. So confidence and your skill, that should be the core. You all know it will affect interviews, group discussion, networking. If you're not confident, you will not be able to crack it. And without that, you won't be able to show your true potential. And believe me, if you're confident, all the other things will also multiply. Whether it is opportunities or whether people being impressed by you, everything you can see that multiply. Okay, communication gap in interviews. So I have seen most of you still tell me about yourself. That question, the first question that any interviewer asks, you are yet to crack that, because there are different ways in which you can talk about yourself. That's the first thing anybody, anywhere, even if you're offline, if you're casually meeting up with somebody also, the first thing you have to do is talk about yourself. For example, here we did introductions. Yes, all of you spoke well, but I want you to go beyond that, wherein people are impressed. With the first few sentences you speak, they have to be truly impressed. Wow, this person is awesome. That is what we are looking for. So many of you can't talk about your strengths, your dream, your failure. Okay. So you will miss out on opportunities if you're not able to tell your stories. So this is one thing that we're going to help you with. So leader case studies, I just wanted to talk to you about Kalam, who has come from humble roots, but he had huge dreams. He's known for his vision, simplicity, and impactful communication, and also for his discipline and his leadership. So in our country itself, there are so many people, such examples whom we can emulate, we can follow and learn from. And you have to start looking at these people closely and saying, who am I as a person? How different am I? Or are there any similarities between him and me? Okay, and then Indra Nui, I'm sure you know about her. Okay, she's known for her leadership qualities. And Steve Jobs, I don't know if you know very well about him, but he was not a very great engineer. Do you know that? He was great in communication, and he was very great with branding and storytelling and all that, but not great as an engineer per se. There are many more engineers who have their core strength, which is much better than him. But this guy, everybody knows, remembers him for what he has done. So these are some examples for you. So we have our guest here. Hi, Haren, good evening. Just give me 2 more minutes so that let me just finish this.
Sure, ma'am.
So what I want to tell you is, you have to believe that this is just the beginning. If you think you are not good in anything, there is always scope for improvement. There is always scope for becoming a better version of yourself. It doesn't stop. It doesn't stop at all. It's always learning new things and becoming a better version of yourself. Okay. And only daily actions, becoming an action taker will help you to. And of course, even habits. This is one thing we focus on, wherein we make sure that it becomes a habit. Whatever you want, your learning or whatever new a path you want to carve for yourself, that can happen only with habits. You have to reflect upon what you can do better than all others. What is your strength? What is your what I would say is skill, and what is your passion also? Something that really interests you. Only when you take that up, you will become better and you will also enjoy doing it. I believe truly that all of us, if we believe in ourselves, that will help us to shape our reality. Okay. So the first thing is, yes, I can do it. Positivity, belief in yourself, and confidence. Only then you'll be able to achieve what you want. So just to summarize, this is not a course, okay? We are looking at a bigger picture. This is a revolution, as I believe. It's about your inner growth, not just your outer goals. It's about mindset and a mission and mastering things. That's what we want you to do. And it's not just CVs, okay? It's building your future. And speak up, lead, get hired. Okay, you have to constantly be speaking, be confident, be fluent, be articulate, impress people, inspire people. Only then you can lead, and you have to show that courage. Only then you'll be able to land where you want to. So my dream for all of you is not just getting a high paying salary. You should be a person the companies will chase. Hey, I want this guy. I want this guy. He is too good. Okay. So for that, you have to be visible, you have to be vocal, and you have to be valuable. Okay. Nobody will look at you and say, yes, I want him, unless you are worthy, and we want to help you to become worthy. Okay. So that's it for now. So I will close this. Okay. Haren, you want to switch on your camera?
Oh, yes, of course.
Yes.
Hi, everyone. So, guys, I'm Haren. I think Meera ma'am has given you some sort of an introduction about me. It's my
No, nothing. You
no.
are a surprise.
Okay, that's interesting. So, let me maybe then start off with a short introduction. I won't take up much of your time with that. I believe it's a Q&A session, so we could maybe spend more time there. So, hey guys, I'm Haren Bhandari. I graduated in 2023 from IIT Kanpur. I majored in aerospace engineering. Over the past 2 years, I've been working as a software engineer in a couple of startups in Bangalore. And other than that, during my college days, I've taken up things like aerospace research, robotics, and I have a pretty decent, more than decent idea about the existing situation of the job market. I recently switched my job, and the initial campus placement that I had received, that was also revoked back in 2023. So I think I've seen probably the worst situation in the job market that I could have come across personally. So I think I should be able to, shed some light and maybe help you guys and create some positive impact for you folks. Yeah, that's about it from me. I think let
Yeah,
me
thank you. So first, let me welcome you. And when I received that call from you, I said, "Wow, we need this guy." So it's so nice to see youngsters who have a busy schedule and a busy corporate life wanting to come forward and mentor students. And I was also seeing your history that you have mentored students earlier also. That's really nice. And I believe that this kind of mentoring, it not only helps the students, but it helps us also to shape ourselves as individuals and grow as individuals. So thank you for taking this opportunity to come forward and help our students.
It's my pleasure to be here.
Yeah, great. So, before our students start asking questions, I want to hear a little bit more about you, Haren. Is getting into IIT, was that your dream, and was that something that you've been planning since your childhood, or you just cracked it? How did it go about?
Not been a dream since childhood for sure. Over time in school, I realized that I have an interest in physics and math. I think that's the only reason I ended up picking science in 11th and 12th grade. And I think at that time, most of the people I knew, they were joining coaching classes for IIT and the various other entrance exams at that time. So that's something that I happened to do. I don't come from a background of engineers. It's not something that my family or I was very much aware of. It's something I actually stumbled upon. It's something that I ended up liking and I worked hard towards. So yeah, net in the end, it's something that I found very interesting and didn't start off.
Okay. So, tell us a little bit about your struggle during preparation. Was it a struggle? What were the hardships you went through, or obstacles, if I can call it, during your preparation for IIT?
Okay, sure. So it started off as quite a big surprise. I mean, so a lot of the people around me, I think these people had been enrolled in coachings from a very young age. In fact, maybe seventh and eighth standard as well. And a lot of them were taking up other competitive exams like KVPY and things like that. And these were things that I was not even aware of. So I didn't realize that they had an edge over me, to be honest. So back in my coaching days, the way things went were that you would be allocated to a certain batch based on what your rank was. So in my coaching institute, we had 13 batches, and I started off in batch number 13. So I was at the very bottom, and I was pretty clueless about pretty much everything, to be very frank with you. So that I had done really well in school, and I thought I was on top of the world, frankly. And then to be right at the bottom of the pack was really difficult. So I had to then start picking myself up from there. And throughout the journey of the coaching, there's a lot of people that put me down. I'm sure in life, a lot of people would have put some of you down as well. At some point, you would feel small, right? That happens. So, back then, even coaching teachers, they have made comments to me along the lines of, if I can say in Hindi, that tumse nahi ho payega, which essentially means that you're not good enough. So I took that.
As
I
a
took that.
challenge.
Yeah, I honestly might even have taken that on my ego. I love to fight back when someone talks to me like that. So things like that, they added up, and I fought for myself. So you have to make a place for yourself wherever you are. You will never be handed something on a platter. You have to make your place anywhere, even if it's a new job or a college or anywhere. So yeah.
And IIT is a place that it's every student's dream, every engineer's dream in India, especially. So, how is it different from any other college that you may have seen? How IIT was different for you? Or do you know how other colleges are? Or you must have heard from other friends and stuff like that.
I personally don't know how it makes someone different. So in my opinion, IIT doesn't make someone special. I think that's not the correct equation to think that IIT is the life changer. But definitely anyone from any college at any point in their life can pick themselves up. It's about hard work, and it's about confidence. So if you can generate that at any point in your life, it shouldn't matter that much whether you're from an IIT or not, but definitely that gives you an edge at some point. There is a brand value associated with it. And the people that were around me, they were really smart, really amazing. So it helped me to push myself. Again, as a factor of comparison there. You look around you and then you want to be the best, or you want to compete with these people. So you push yourself harder. Maybe that's something that you could call an advantage.
So some of the students keep wondering, where should I apply? What should I take up? Is also another thing, because you have different kinds of opportunities also, and they'll be unsure. How does one go about deciding this? Just grab what you get, or do you plan? This is what I want, and this is how I will shape my career opportunities. How does one go about doing this?
Okay. Sure. So one thing that I would like to establish is that your job is not going to be your passion. You are not working in something that you're passionate about. It's very unlikely. So what you want to do is maximize your chance of success. So work on something that you think you are the best at, or that you could be the best at. That is the best way to generate an ROI, to maximize your returns. And in terms of what you should pursue, uh, definitely do something that you're familiar with. You don't need to pick up something out of the blue. So let's say you're someone that was studying arts, then you don't need to do coding. You don't need to get into software engineering. That puts you at an inherent disadvantage. So do something that you're familiar with, and do something that you can excel at. Don't make it tough for yourself. I hope that's somewhat answering the question.
Yes, yes. So, guys, do you have any questions for him before I shoot more questions at him? Switch on your camera and go ahead and ask your questions. And feel free, don't hesitate. No question is silly, okay? So, all of us are here to learn from each other. Who's going to go first? And Haren, my son is studying in IIT Madras. Yeah, he's in his last year, and yeah, I think another month he'll be back home. So I'm looking forward to having him, and I'm telling him, you have to come here and help our students. Yeah. Okay, come on, Niranjan. Yes. Introduce yourself and then ask your question.
Hello, Haren.
Hi.
Myself, Niranjan. I am a final year engineering student from Global Academy of Technology. So my question is, you have joined for aerospace in IIT. So you have shifted to IT as your career.
Right.
So when you want to shift to IT, so how did you learn technical skills and how did you start coding and everything was new for you because in aeronautical, mostly you study physics kind of things. So how did you manage?
So the way that I actually realized that this was an option is what I saw the people around me. A lot of people were giving coding contests and things like that at the time. So I picked that up, looking at them, found it interesting. And then I started to dig deeper, maybe things like YouTube, other college seniors. Then you start to piece together what is actually required to be good at the job and what is actually required to upskill yourself. So over time, I realized that this made more sense for me than a core aerospace engineering sort of a job. So yeah, if you want specific details of what needs to be done, get and get into an IT job, I can go into that as well if you're interested.
Yeah, we're going to have many more expert sessions with Haren. So, yeah.
I hope I answered the question.
And constantly they have to keep doing more courses and upskilling themselves other than what the college offers, isn't it?
Yeah, you have to go way beyond what the college offers. So for me, my college didn't teach me computer science at all, right? I was in aerospace engineering, so I was really not learning any of this. So you have to go beyond what the college is teaching. The college is most probably not preparing you for a job at all. So yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So,
No worries.
go ahead. Good. Who's going to talk? Yeah, Pavan.
Hi, I'm Pavan. So my question is, if you were a commerce student, what would you focus on in today's world?
Commerce student.
Not too aware of the commerce side of things, but I can give you maybe a generic sort of an advice. There must be people around you, seniors around you, people that are your alumni that have passed out, that have done certain things to get some type of job, right? So you need to establish what sort of a job you want first, and then backtrack from there. Understand what these people did, and I think the path is pretty well defined. It's not that you need to do something very unique. Each job has a certain defined path of things that you need to accomplish before it. So look into that, understand what it takes from a commerce point of view for whatever job you want, and try to make sure you do that well.
Yeah. See, learning comes from your college and books, but other than that, there's lot of learning that will come from people. So, like he said, talk to your professors, talk to your seniors. Constantly, you have to show. For example, there was one student. We have this networking activity that we make the students do. We said today you talk to 5 professors. Today you talk to 5 seniors. You go and talk to your relatives. For example, people around you, your neighbors and friends, they may be in different fields. Only when you start talking to them, you will understand what each one is doing and how, and every person's career path will be so different. So there's so much of learning when you talk to others.
Very true.
I have one more question.
Sure.
Go ahead.
So the question is, what are some trending technologies or tools we as commerce students should be aware of?
Okay, so one technology that's very popular right now is AI, large language models like ChatGPT, Gemini. So these should be your companion for anything that you want to learn. Maybe it could be as simple as rephrasing something in your resume. ChatGPT knows a lot, a lot now, and it can really guide you. So being familiar with AI and using it as a day-to-day assistant, I think that'll add a lot of value. I
Yeah.
think you start with that for sure.
Yeah. Thank you.
So, other than just using, do they have to learn prompt engineering and all, or prompt engineering is that very technical?
Prompt engineering is not that technical. Maybe I can summarize prompt engineering for you. You don't need to read much about it at all. So in very simple terms, so the way you talk to a person, right, the way you are explaining the entire context to somebody, that's exactly what you need to do to the AI. You cannot give the AI a one liner and expect it to interpret it and give you an amazing explanation. You really need to talk to it like you're really talking to a person. Some other, maybe you could say, tips and tricks for talking to AI. So let's say that you are asking the AI to review your resume. So you want to start the conversation somewhat like this. Telling ChatGPT essentially that you are an expert resume reviewer. You are a recruiter for XYZ company that you are interested in. Here is the job description for the profile that I am applying to. This is my resume. Please review my resume and format it in such a way that I am best equipped to apply for this job in this particular role. And if you want to emphasize something, you need to make it bold. Like you could just put two stars around it. That's what bold represents. So things like that. It's not technical at all, in my opinion. It's as good as when you're talking to a person. Just explain the entire context to it, and it will be able to help.
Like you said, the more they start using, they'll get a better understanding of how it works.
Yeah.
Okay, next. Each one of you have to ask your questions, otherwise I'll call out. Okay, Devamma?
Yes, ma'am. I am Devama. I'm studying in third year from Global Academy of Technology. My question is being good at one field or being good at other field also. Which one is better to get a job?
Okay. Hi, Devamma.
You explain a little bit more when what you're trying to say, Devamma. Expert in one.
Ma'am, if I want to get a job, should I prepare for one field like AI? From AI has many branches, AI ML using Python like that. Which what kind of course I need to do, or like being good at one field?
I
Which kind
understand.
of
Go
yes,
deeper
ma'am.
into one subject or do several different courses.
Several to get a job, ma'am.
Okay, got it, Devama. I'll try to explain as best I can for this one. So first, you need to identify what field you want to get the job in. Once that is clear, I think you should focus your preparation fully into that field. Don't
Yes.
spread your efforts, but also you need to be sure if this is even the right field for you. So what I said initially was you need to target the jobs that you are best suited for. So if you have studied arts, then there is no reason for you to be applying for an AI job. It just makes it more difficult for you. Recruiters would see your background that it's not in computer science, and that automatically is grounds for rejection. So choose a field in such a way that it is relevant and related to what you've done to maximize your chances.
Okay, sir. But I am an information science student. Which field I need to choose to get a job?
You're an
As per your
information
knowledge.
science student. So this is
Yes,
somewhat
sir.
related to IT, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Exactly.
So something that you could maybe start off with is maybe analytics, right? So analytics is not AI, data analytics. So
Yes,
things
sir.
like SQL, Excel,
Excel.
maybe Power BI. If you've heard of these things, I think that's a very
Tableau, Power BI.
Tableau, yes. So things like that are pretty relevant. If you want to go one step beyond, maybe you could even learn Python.
Yes, sir. I know.
Right.
I know that. Okay, sir. Thank you.
No problem.
Yeah, Sanvi, go ahead.
Good evening, sir. What is one of the most essential skill one should have to succeed in the IT sector?
Yeah. I will say that it's not a hard skill at all. It's not related to coding or anything. The most important skill is confidence. When you're in an interview, the interviewer knows nothing about you. So you may have gone through some struggles or anything in life. That interviewer doesn't know you or doesn't know what you've been through at all. All they know is what they are seeing of you in that 1 hour. So you should reflect sheer and utter confidence In everything that you say, this confidence needs to be reflected in your resume, most importantly in your introduction. So whenever there is an interview, you would be asked to introduce yourself in the first 5 minutes. I think that is a game changer. You need to introduce yourself with so much confidence that the other person automatically feels like they would like to have you on the team. Your hard skills come after that. So I have given countless interviews. I have also taken a few interviews. So the biggest thing is confidence. If the candidate that is sitting opposite me is is appearing very underconfident or is stuttering through their projects, is not able to explain anything, already at the back of my mind, I am thinking that maybe this person doesn't know what they're talking about. That comes purely from confidence. So before any hard skills, master your introduction, master the ability to explain what is on your resume, and be very confident. Then you can come to the hard skills. The hard skills are very well defined. You can learn how to code or anything else at any point in time.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Sanvi, were
Ma'am, I
you
have
asking about to become successful? Were you asking during interviews or afterwards or both?
Ma'am, I was particularly asking about the IT sector, not during the interviews. Like someone who wants to like go into IT sector, a kind of skills they want.
See,
Some
success is a very, very difficult to define success and what you want in life, and there is no one word answer. How does one succeed? Not just in IT sector or anywhere else. But yeah, I'll leave it to Haren to answer that. What is the success mantra in the IT sector?
Are you asking me particularly in terms of hard skills? Is that the question? Some skill that you should learn, some technology that you should know. Is that what you're trying to ask?
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so at this point, I definitely think it's AI. AI is your companion. It's your day-to-day helper, even on the job. You know, if you're stuck at something, I think first ask AI, then ask your manager or a senior. And other than that, I am a very strong believer of soft skills. Things like I already went on a rant about confidence. That's something that needs to be there. And another thing is that you need to be extremely hardworking. You need to work harder than everyone else to create a difference, right? If you're chasing a promotion and there's two people, maybe one person works within office hours on every day. I'm not saying work extra all the time, but there are some critical points throughout the working hours, like, or there's a critical project that's going on and it needs to be delivered on time. Go above and beyond, work in the night. It doesn't matter. You need to differentiate yourself, and I think hard work is the biggest differentiator. I hope I'm able to answer this question reasonably.
Yes.
So smart worker also.
Yes,
Well,
smart work. Of
yeah,
course.
isn't it? So make sure that you project the work that you have done.
Oh,
Make sure
definitely.
you're seen, heard.
Yeah. You need to be visible. If you are working hard in silence and then nobody knows about it, it's not adding any value. Your manager especially must know if you have worked even 2 hours extra. You don't have to say it explicitly that, hi, I worked 2 hours extra today. You need to maybe message them after hours that, hey, I got this done. It's an indirect way of saying that I worked hard. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay, next.
I have one more question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Uh, so, what is your suggestion to developers? Because nowadays most of the code is written by AI. So, how would we become a better developer nowadays?
Okay. So number one, embrace that AI is there and AI is not going to go anywhere. You need to be able to use AI to the best of your advantage. When you are maybe working on a project for your resume, use AI. There are certain times where I would suggest you not to use AI. Let's say, have you guys heard of Lead Code or Interview Bit, things like that, where you practice problems for interviews? So maybe when you're practicing problems on such websites, at that time, don't use AI. When you want to learn something, don't cheat the system by using AI. But when you're trying to develop something new and you have a question, definitely take advantage of AI at that time. And also, I understand your concern. I am also facing the same concern. You might be feeling that AI will take away your job. I have the same feeling. I think all developers have that same feeling. That is something that only time will tell. I can't answer whether AI is going to take away developers' jobs or not. But it's possible. You need to be prepared for the worst, but that doesn't mean you stop preparing. You can't give up. At no point can you give up, essentially.
I'm sure
Thank you.
there'll be some things that only we can do and AI cannot do.
Definitely.
So that is what all of us have to figure out. How can we outsmart the AI?
Exactly.
So that is where the soft skills will come into the picture, Niranjan. So, wherein it may be emotional intelligence, working in a team, being proactive in the office, and stuff like that, no? So that is where you will make yourself indispensable.
For sure, I agree with that.
So, who wants to go next? I know some of you are from different fields. Doesn't matter. You can ask a general question also. Not specific to engineering and all that.
I have
Just
one more question. Can I ask?
yeah. Go ahead.
So there are like some people tell that you should learn MERN, or some tell that you should learn .NET. So which one would you prefer for developers? So with
If you
which we can
want
proceed?
to learn any particular stack, it doesn't matter. You should learn. You're asking about the tech stack, if I'm not mistaken. So learn one
Yes,
tech
yes.
stack and learn it very well. So I'm assuming you're also a fresher. So if you've learned maybe MERN stack and you've written that on your resume, you will be grilled on that. So you need to be able to answer every single question very well. If you're doing multiple tech stacks, you need to be able to answer questions about each and every one of them. So I would say stick to one, learn it really, really well, so that whenever anyone asks you a question, you're able to answer it. And for freshers, it's the tech stack is not important at all. No one is going to ask. No one is going to take that as a blocker at any point.
Okay.
Yes, thank you.
No problem.
So, anybody else? Guys? I want one question from
Yeah.
each one of you. Yeah.
Uh, Good evening, Haren. And I'm Dharani, currently pursuing third year of BTech. And my question is to you, like, is there any job in IT sector that AI cannot replace? Like every coding and data analytics, everything is being replaced by AI, right? So is there any particular job that AI can't replace?
I disagree slightly with what you're saying. AI is not replacing anyone yet. AI might reduce the number of jobs. Let's say you needed 10 engineers for something, you might now need 5, right? But it's not going to replace anyone. It's going to be an assistant. It's going to be a tool that everyone uses, but it's going to filter out the people that didn't work hard enough or are not that good at what they do. So you need to try to upskill yourself so much that you're not replaceable by AI. But if you're not working hard, you're just, I don't know, for some reason you're not working hard enough, and then you expect to be handed a job on a platter, then at that point you wouldn't be adding as much value as AI. So make sure to upskill as much as possible. And this goes for any field, not just for IT and tech.
Yeah. Go ahead, Gordon.
Yes, sir. Hi, sir. This is Govardhan, and I'm a mechanical student. So I'm also interested to like get into this aerospace field. Like, how does it help me as a mechanical engineer to get into this field, sir? Or should I wait till my degree gets finished and then choose a career in aerospace, or learn through the aerospace like engineering?
Uh, I didn't understand what you mean by learn aerospace engineering. Like what
Like,
exactly do you want to
should
learn?
I change my course to aerospace and then
No,
like
still do not.
choose a career there, or can I choose it being in mechanical itself?
So aerospace and mechanical engineering are essentially brothers. You are doing the same thing, maybe from a different lens.
Yes.
You don't need to change your stream at all. What you need to do is do relevant internships and projects in the field. If you expect a job, nowadays jobs need you to have some amount of relevant experience. So try to get an internship, try to, even if it's an unpaid internship, or work in some lab, do something that reflects on your resume that you are experienced, and also try to learn from it. You don't need to switch to aerospace engineering. They're the same.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
So what I want to ask is, how is it good learning to work in a startup, to do internship in a startup, and is it does it look good on the resume also?
Oh yes, I think working at startups is the best way to learn something very fast. So let's say you joined a big company with a massive team as an intern. You would probably get very small, probably menial tasks that won't teach you much, but the brand of a big company looks good. But to actually really learn and upskill yourself quickly, I would say join small startups. Less than 50 people in the company, you would be working hard since day one and you would learn a lot. And that is incredible value. I value that more than a big tech sort of an experience. So startups are amazing. You should try that.
And even recruiters look at it the same way?
In what sense? What do you mean?
No, means if, for example, I have interned in Apple or Microsoft, or I have interned in a startup. So, what looks good for a recruiter?
The brand of a big company will always be superior for the recruiter that is looking at your profile. But I think there is much more beyond the recruiter step. The recruiter is your first barrier to entry. So when you're actually interviewing, you would probably be asked very relevant questions to what you've done. And I think at that point, the startup experience adds a lot of value. But to get through the recruiter phase, definitely a big company experience, it looks good. And you
Maybe
need
a mix of both would be an
oh, yeah,
ideal thing.
that would be ideal. Brand value has meaning everywhere.
Yeah, next. Who wants to ask? This is a communication course, okay? You have to speak up. Doesn't matter if you're making mistakes, if it's a silly question, whatever. Go ahead and ask. That's all. Shoot.
So CGPA is not so important to get a job, right, sir? We should focus on upskilling ourselves first, right?
That is something that I have a different opinion about. I think CGPA matters. What's more important is not having a bad CGPA. A bad
Yes.
CGPA reflects very badly on you, and I think automatically during placements you would be filtered out. Your placement cell itself wouldn't let you apply to certain companies if your CGPA is poor. I'm not saying score or 10 out of 10, but it can't be poor. You need to balance the two, and that's also something that companies look at. If you
Like, how much should I need to maintain?
the thumb rule, I would say at least try to keep it around 7.5. Below 7 is not something that would be very healthy. You need to keep it up beyond
Okay,
that.
I got it. Thank you, sir.
No problem.
Bhargavi?
Hello. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, go ahead.
Sir, how will you be able to follow your hobby even after getting into a job? Or like, will it be like you only have to focus on your job and not hobby? Or how much time are you getting right now to spend on your hobby or other interests than your work right now?
Okay, hi Bhargavi. So, in terms of what the time that I get outside of the job, so this is something that I'm doing outside of my job. I'm back home before 8 p.m. On a good day, I am back home before 8 p.m. On a bad day, I could be in office late. But definitely, you need to be able to make time for yourself. I try to make time for myself in the morning to go to the gym, or on the weekends, I try to not work at all. I think the weekend is very important. Once you are working, the weekend is very important. You need that time to yourself to refresh. But if you are expecting like work-life balance in the sense that you would work 4 hours a day and then you would relax for the rest of the day, that is most probably not happening, and I wouldn't suggest that. My recommendation would be to just work as hard as possible. You're early in your career. That's what is going to make the difference. But for sure, you should have reasonable time to yourself, I think.
Thank you, sir.
Bhavani, next Akshata and Pavan. Be ready.
Hello, sir. Good evening.
Hi, Bhavani.
Sir, do we have to learn the programming language as a fresher entirely, or beginning level is enough for us?
Beginning level, what does that mean?
It means in any programming language, we have the levels such as tutorial, intermediate, and high levels.
I don't see it that way. I don't think that if you're a fresher, that then you should learn less. That's not something I would do. I think get into it, go deep into it from day one. What is stopping you? Try to maximize your learnings as early as possible. I would say that rather master the language in year 2 rather than in year 4, because the more time you spend on something, you get better at it, right? So eh, learn as much as you can. There's no levels to this. Just work hard, learn everything. I hope I'm answering the questions.
Yeah, yeah. I called out two names. I don't remember who. Yeah,
Uh,
Akshata.
yes, ma'am. Hi, sir. Myself Akshita. I'm a psychology student in BSc doing journalism and computer science with it. So my question was like, is it a good choice to finish our bachelor's and master's together and get a job, or do our master's with a job after our UG?
Okay. So interestingly, I have done bachelor's and master's together. I did a 5-year course. My reasons for that were different. I was actually very inclined towards going into aerospace research and possibly pursuing a PhD in it at some point in the future. There are some circumstances personally where I had to stop that and start earning pretty quickly. So my reasoning for doing this was different. I don't think for a generic case it's important at all. Uh, I think a master's adds value a few years after you've got some experience. It'll add value in the sense of also in terms of the applications. When you have some experience and you're going for the master's, it makes your profile look better. So you don't need to do it.
So it is basically doing our UG and getting into a job, then upskilling our job.
Right, right.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
Pavan. It's 8:40. Who else has not asked? You will finish with that and then we'll just summarize. Shravant, you want to ask?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. I just want to ask one. Uh, Hello, sir. I'm Shravant, doing my aeronautical engineering in MBJ College. So, what do you think the major skills aeronautical engineers should have?
Hi, Shrant. Interesting question. So, in terms of what skills you should have, I think if you're looking for a job in aeronautics, I'm assuming that's what you mean.
Yes, like if I in the placements and everything, if I get a job in aeronautics sector, so what kind of skills I have to master it, and should we have a great impact in my job?
So this is a very academic field. You need the number one skill is full mastery of whatever was taught to you in college. You need to be very well versed with that. And number two, having relevant experience, projects, internships, research assistant in a lab, things like that. So it's going to be very practical experience and academic experience. It's not like software engineering where you need to, practice lead code problems, for example. It's focus on your academics and focus on getting relevant projects and internships.
Okay, sir, got it.
Anyone else? So let's sort of summarize it, Haren. So there is no formula for success, isn't it? I mean, each one of us have to find our own path. It's like the basic things like be hardworking, do your best, and then keep upskilling, then be passionate, be confident, isn't it? Is there any other success mantra that everybody is looking for?
I don't think there's a magic bullet for any of this. It's a combination of a lot of the things that you already mentioned. Yeah.
I saw some text, somebody's asking a question or okay, I think that's it. So
Ma'am, 1 minute. Like I have a question, ma'am. Ma'am, sir, like for a fresher, problem solving like is much important or else the skill is important. Like sometimes we will learn such like data analytics or DevOps skills, but the company will expect some other thing like Java developer or else one. As we are in the fourth years, we are applying for the placements which are providing by the our college, right? So, what type of skills they'll expect from the person, for the student, from the student?
Understood. So the way I see it is that in IT and software jobs, the main thing that you need to start with is DSA. I hope you are familiar with DSA and think
Yeah, yes, sir.
good. That is number one. You need to be a champion at that. Maximize that. Then number two, you asked some specific technologies, right? You need to know Java. Do you need to know DevOps related things? Do you need to do Mern Stack or .NET and things like that? So, in my experience, a particular tech stack is not expected from a fresher. Even when I was taking interviews, I have never expected a fresher to know some specific tech stack. What you need is certain projects in whatever tech stack that you are familiar with, and you need to be able to defend every single word that is written on your resume. And any questions that the interviewer may ask, then they will go beyond your project. So choose a particular tech stack. Let's say you want to do Java and learn Java really well, build something in Java, put it on your GitHub. Yeah, and if someone's asking you something maybe DevOps related in when it's not mentioned in your resume, I think that is hard luck. You can't be prepared for every single type of question, especially as a fresher. And I think the person that is taking the interview at that point is a bad interviewer if they're asking you irrelevant things. So don't stress about it. Be good at what you've written in.
Yes, sir. Yeah, and one more question, sir. I have been prepared a project which is related to Monstack. Like, I have used Monstack for that, but like I'm good at what type of components have been used in the project, but I'm not that much good at the entire technology. So, is it enough, or else should I have to concentrate at the entire technology?
Now that you have built a project, I think you need to. So I'm assuming you use React since you mentioned components, right?
Yes, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So you need
yes.
to go deeper into React. If you've used something and if you've
Okay.
written it on your resume, then you need to be a
Yes, sir.
champion. Then there is no ifs and buts about it. Master it. Like go as deep as you can.
Okay. Yeah.
guys,
Thank you, sir.
anything else? Anybody else wants to ask any questions? And we have Haren today as a guest, but he's going to be around, and hopefully we will be badgering him more. So we want some one-on-one sessions with some of the students for their resume building and also some mock interviews and all that. Of course, we will see when you are free and available, and we will keep scheduling. We can have some such group sessions also and some individual sessions also. And looking forward to your help, Haren, and thank you for taking time. I know after a long day, I think you would want to chill or go out, meet your friends, but you've taken time to come here. Thanks a lot.
No worries, of course. I'm very happy to be here and I hope I was able to add some value somehow.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. And we're looking forward to many more such sessions. So thank you, guys. So see you all.